Anthony Hartwig here with a Howland girls soccer player profile. We're joined by one of the seniors on the team, Gracie Villwock. Gracie, thank you so much for coming on and talking to us today.
Thank you for having me.
Senior season, we want to start off with this. What's it been like this year to go through all these last milestones and realize it's your last year with Howland? And what's it been like dealing with all the emotions that senior year can bring?
I mean, it has just truly been a journey. Like me surrounded by my teammates and my coaches, like it has just been the best year and I'm so grateful to be surrounded by such great people. It's definitely been such a bittersweet season with a lot of highs and being like, "Oh wow, this is my last time being on this field." So, it's just been great.
We've talked to a few of your senior teammates, and they all said that this year they wanted to put their foot in the ground and make it special, and you guys absolutely did. First year in your career that you're AAC champions outright. You've shared it once, but no one's like sharing the championship. Outright AAC champions this year. What's it been like to see like one of those goals that you've had probably for the last 4 years finally coming to fruition here in your senior season?
I mean, seeing those goals for all of us has been such a fulfilling moment for I think all the seniors and me. We have been wanting to beat Canfield and beat outright conference championships for the 4 years we've been here. So finally seeing that come to life with all of our hard work has just been a great feeling.
Did you kind of feel so like in the summer and getting ready for this season with the other seniors? Did you kind of feel like something special was in the air this year? Like you guys had this idea that you were going to put your foot in the ground and make this last year something special?
There's definitely a special feeling with this year with our group of seniors that we have. We're all such great leaders on and off the field. We knew that our camaraderie on and off the field would lead us to do great things this year. And we really have shown with our hard work and how we've worked with each other that we have made those things happen.
Now I know the AAC was a goal throughout the whole year, and it was a goal as soon as it started. It's a tough conference, so what was it like trying to keep it one game at a time throughout it? Even especially when it got closer, like this could become a reality. We have two more wins, one more win. What was it like trying to stay focused and not look ahead when it got really close to being reality?
I mean, our coach always says one half at a time, one game at a time, and that has really stuck true to us this year. He never tells us to look forward, always look at the next game. You can't win the next game until you win the game that's right before you. So we never look ahead. We always look, oh, who's our next opponent? What do we have to do to beat them? And we have just been chugging at every single game to meet our goal.
So with that mindset, there was that one point you finally got to that last game. You knew you won it. You were AAC champions, and you'll win it. So what was it like to celebrate that and to realize that goal had been achieved and you had the check mark next to it?
I mean, it is just truly the best feeling. Me and the seniors and all the team, we've all wanted the same goal for the longest time. Like my sophomore year, we shared the conference championships with Canfield. So this year going in as a senior was definitely to beat them twice. And we did that. So it feels great to be all outright conference champions and not share it.
All right, so you and your seniors are important to this team, but you also have some young players that have come up and been really big members of the team this year. As seniors, what's it been like to kind of lead this team and to see young players contribute and take what you guys are trying to tell them as leaders and to really thrive and make this team a whole unit?
I mean, our team is just so close. The seniors and underclassmen, we bond so much. We've done so much outside of soccer, so we are truly best friends on and off the field. So being with those girls and just playing with them for my last year, like it is truly the best blessing.
When we talk about you as a leader, how would you describe yourself as a leader? What kind of attributes do you think you bring to the table?
I definitely think I lead by example in my work rate, in the way I play on the field, also off the field. I always check on other players. I always make sure everyone's doing good, but I definitely think I lead by example with my work rate.
I'm sure you have plenty of moments where players come to you with advice or they're going through something and they need some help. What kind of things do you tell them, especially the younger players that like you've been through that, you've gone through the ranks of this volley of this soccer team. What kind of things do you tell them? Like, what's some advice that you have from the experiences you've had?
I always just kind of tell them just keep working at it. Like you're going to see success if you keep working and just don't give up on what you're trying to accomplish.
Let's talk about you as a senior and some of the goals that you have had this year. Were there outside of the AAC? Were there some personal goals that you wanted to accomplish this year that you wanted to make sure that you kind of got before the season was over?
I mean, personal goals, I just wanted to be the best teammate I could be and the best leader I can be on and off the field. So mainly just being with my team and just having fun.
When we talk off the field, you talked about how close this team is. That doesn't happen overnight. So, what are some team bonding things that this program does to get you guys so close?
We do a lot of team bonding. One of our favorite traditions that we've made is our soccer sleepover during the preseason. That has always been so much fun, just getting with the girls and being like, oh, we're so ready for the season. So it's kind of like our starting moment where we're all just able to hang out and have fun.
What makes Howland feel like home to you? I mean, there's so many home fields, and every home field is an advantage. So, what is the thing that you think makes Howland feel like home to you?
I mean, Howland just feels like home because of the people. Like, I can't imagine not playing with all my best friends for my last year, and the coaches and just the entire Howland community just makes it feel so homey and so welcoming. They are definitely the biggest support system for us, so it's just been great. It just truly feels like a home.
We've talked to a lot of seniors this year, and a lot of them have said that in the classroom they've really loaded up their schedule in the junior year to get a lot of things in a wrap. So senior year they can kind of have a little bit more of the fun classes, the easy classes. Is that what boat you're sitting in, or do you still have some tough stuff to get through before you're graduated?
I definitely still have some hard classes on my plate, but this year I've like eased off a little bit, so I don't have as much pressure on me.
What are some of your favorite things to study? Favorite subjects that you have?
I'm definitely really intrigued by anatomy. It is one of my favorite classes, and I'm so excited I got to take it this year because I'm really like looking into like the medical field and stuff like that. So just all anatomy really intrigues me a lot.
What about, like, I don't want to say least favorite, but the one that doesn't really come natural to you is the hardest maybe subject for you to get good grades in?
Um, Math kind of has to be like one of my like tougher subjects, but that's really it.
Math, that'll trip a lot of people up. Trust me, you're not alone in that boat. When you think about, you already talked about the future and how you want to go into the medical field. What kind of things do you kind of have in your mind about future goals that you want to see yourself do after you graduate?
I would love to become a physical therapist in the future. Like that is one of my main goals. Like physical therapy has always intrigued me, and I've gone to a physical therapist before, and I've seen their work, and so it just that's something I would really like to do and see myself doing.
Is there something that you think kind of drove you to that career field, wanting you to be a physical therapist? You said you've had experiences yourself. I mean, were those experiences what made you want to be a physical therapist yourself?
I mean, I've always been intrigued by the field, just working with athletes and staying like in like the sports medicine range. Like that's always been something I've wanted to stick with.
When you think about colleges you might want to go to, I mean, are you looking to travel or do you want to stay pretty close to home?
I definitely want to stay pretty close to home. I'm definitely looking at a lot of colleges around here. I don't know where I'm going yet, but I'm planning on playing soccer and majoring in exercise science and sports medicine.
All right, soccer at the next level as well. We're happy to hear that. What kind of excites you about, even though this is your last year at Howland, you don't have to hang up the cleats. You're going to be able to play at the next level as well.
I mean, just I'm so looking forward to the experience playing at that collegiate level. Like, I'm just really excited to meet new people, be on a new team. Like, I think it'll just be such a fun experience.
Here you are. You're still in the tournament time of soccer. What's it been like? The pressure gets amped up a little bit. The games get amped up. You have more time between games now with more practices to work on things. What's tournament time feel like this year, especially since it's your last season?
It's been very bittersweet. We want to win really bad, but it's just enjoying every moment I have left with my teammates and my team. So we've just been working at what we need to do and just looking at our next game, not looking forward at anything. And we're just working on our fundamentals and what we need to do to beat the next team.
All right, so let's get to know you a little bit off the field here. First thing I want to know, what is kind of your favorite soccer road trip? I'm sure you've played at a lot of soccer places, whether it be off-season soccer or in the regular season for high school. What are some of the favorite places you guys have been able to go and play?
Um, my high school team hasn't traveled that far, but we've gone to like places like Cleveland. We've played Hudson and like Glen Oak and them out there. So that's pretty much how far we've traveled.
Do you have like a favorite atmosphere, like a favorite place to go and play on the road? Like, hey man, when we play this team on the road, they bring it. It's always fun.
Definitely going to play Hudson. We've played them every single year, and it has been a challenge every single year. So we beat them my sophomore year, so it was fun to go play them again and see how their team has developed.
What's your favorite thing about being a soccer player? Like when people say, "Hey, you're a soccer player," what's your favorite thing about this sport? About being able to play it?
Definitely that this sport just feels like a family. I'm surrounded by the best people ever, and like my best friends and my family, and like it's truly just a blessing. Like that is my favorite aspect of soccer.
All right, so this is a two-pronged question because I'm sure you want to put something, you want to eat something before a game that's a little bit late, and then you probably want to celebrate a big win with a bigger meal. So, what's your favorite pregame meal and what's your favorite postgame meal?
I definitely like I make fruit bowls before every single game that I share with my team, and we're always looking forward to eating this fruit that I have, and so that's definitely our favorite like pregame meal. After I typically like to eat like pasta and stuff like that. Like that's like my favorite food. So
What's your favorite fruit? Like, what's the best fruit in the fruit bowl?
definitely like it's just like grapes, strawberries, blueberries. So that's some like our favorites.
When you leave the nest for college and you're living on campus, give me a kind of a home cooked meal that you're gonna miss the most.
I'm definitely gonna miss like my mom's spaghetti and just like all of her home cooked meals.
To expand on that question, you're going to be living on your own, which means the comforts of home, the comforts of your parents always being there are not going to be there. So, what's maybe one life skill or one thing you have to do around the room or around the house that you're gonna have to learn how to do before you graduate?
I mean, it's definitely gonna be a change living on my own, but I think I'm gonna adapt to it pretty well. But it's just gonna be like me missing home and being homesick. That's gonna probably affect me the most.
What are going to be like some of the things you miss the most about home? You think?
Definitely just the people. Like, I'm gonna miss my family and my best friends. Like, knowing that I won't see them as much as I do now is definitely something that makes me sad a little bit.
And those are the things that probably make you a little bit nervous about going away and being on your own in college. What are some things that excite you about that next chapter of, living on your own or living with a roommate and being able to experience that side of life?
It's definitely the like thing that excites me the most is definitely the new experiences and the new people I could possibly meet. So that's mainly why I'm excited. Just having that like little bit of different atmosphere and just figuring out wherever campus I'm at and just meeting new people.
What are some other things you're involved with in the school, extracurricular activities or clubs that you might be in outside of soccer?
I'm involved in quite a few different clubs. I'm in National Honor Society, and I'm also involved with like FCCLA, where we go and volunteer at the elementary schools and the middle schools, and like talk to younger students and just like help in the community a lot.
Being able to go to elementary and middle and see kind of where you were not too long ago. What's that like for you to be like, man, especially as a senior, man, happens in a blink. I can't believe, like, I feel like yesterday I was in third grade or whatever it might be. What's it like to talk to the younger students now and try to get them ready for what you've already experienced?
I mean, I just love talking to the younger kids. I think it's like I love like leaving like my impression on them, knowing like wow, like they're gonna be where I am right now someday. So I love just having that like impression on them when I like go to like talk to them.
When you talk about impressions and legacies you want to leave, a lot of seniors talk about how they want to leave a program and a school better than when they left it, better than when they found it, I should say. What kind of legacy do you want to leave with this soccer program? Excuse me. What kind of legacies do you want to leave with just this school? Like, what kind of lessons do you hope that people learn from being your teammate and being your classmate?
I definitely hope that like me and my fellow seniors, I hope we leave a mark on this field, being that this has truly been one of our best seasons since we've been here. I hope they still continue to want to win all the time and just follow what we have put out to do.
All right, Gracie, we end these player profiles the same way every time. We want to take the time to take the limelight off of you for a minute and shine on the people that are in your corner and your support system. So, want to give you the time to give out thank yous and shout outs to the people in your life that you think deserve it.
I mean, definitely my parents. Like, my parents have always been my biggest supports ever. And they're always telling me to work hard and just keep at it and, just enjoy yourself.
Gracie, we want to thank you so much for taking the time to join us today and talking about your senior season with this Tigers program. We appreciate the time. We wish you the best of luck the rest of the way, and we can't wait to talk to you real soon.
Thank you.